In recent years, questions regarding music, sound, and nature have intensified. This intensification is visible in various domains of musical practice, and I begin my talk by enumerating some of them in order to create awareness of how vast the field is. So what I found in the archive, which I did not expect at all, radically changed from one solely about intellectual histories to one that explored how voice and listening were crucial not only in determining the very concept of orality, O-R-A-L-I-T-Y, and folklore in the 19th century, but they were also very crucial in determining concepts of what is human nature, who has a voice, what is animal nature, does the thunder have voice, does the animals have voice, what type of voice is there? First material comes from Alexander von Humboldt as he travels down the Magdalena River in Colombia from the Caribbean to the Andes. The diary gives us a glimpse of those things that unnerved Humboldt. And try as he might, there was one thing that he found impossible to contain through scientific observation. The sound of the bogas, the boat rowers that you see there, of the Magdalena River. His positive impression of their tremendous physique and, quote, demonstrations of human force, which he would have, quote, liked to have to admire for less time. The trip from the Caribbean to Bogota took, if you were lucky, 1 month, but usually it was 3 months. Was muted by the sounds they made. And these are the sounds, quote, from Humboldt. They are free men. Sometimes, it's a slave society, but they're free. Sometimes very arrogant, unruly, and happy. Their eternal happiness and their good nutrition, all of this diminishes the feeling of compassion for them. But the most upsetting thing is the barbarous, lustful, ululating, and angry howl, which is sometimes like a lament and sometimes joyful, at other times full of blasphemous expressions through which these men seek to handle their muscular effort. But what is very, very interesting is that the problem that emerges is not only a problem of what counts as orality. So the bogas were the main transportation system. There's no way you can move in Nueva Granada without them, right? And yet they do not appear in any single contemporary music history. This sound was pervasive. This sound was prevalent. This sound was constitutional of the 19th century. Many people heard it because they were at the crossroads. You know, they transported everything and everybody in different rivers in Colombia. And yet this barely makes it into the music history of the country. So they're not folklore. They're too unruly. They're well nutritioned. They behave how they want. And on top of that, they sound like animals. So they are not proper forms of orality. Orality was described in very different ways. You had to have pitch, you had to have melody, you had to have rhythm, a certain type of rhythm, and these people were not there. So they don't make it into music history.